Good Sunday morning, friends. I am live in the studio. We're continuing our countdown. Hopefully you guys are out there. It's a little bit of a gray day here in Pennsylvania. Let me see if I can get some sunlight through my window here. That might help a little bit. So if you guys are out there, come on in, give me a like or a love, say good morning. I'm not usually here visiting with you guys on the weekends, but we are counting down the days until our new catalogs go live. So we only have 2 more days, 2 more. I'm so excited. Good morning, Sharon. Thanks so much for joining me. So we'll let a couple more people come on and do a little housekeeping before we start getting into, good morning, Francis. Did you set your alarm today and wake up to join me? I can't even believe that we are like already rolling into January. That is just crazy to me. And so much excitement coming in the next couple days. So as I said, I've been on here for the last couple days doing our countdown to these gorgeous new catalogs. So our mini catalog goes live on January 5th. And of course, celebration begins, which is the best time to shop, to host, and to join. So these catalogs, I know I have put out an email. I'm putting out a post today. I know you guys are waiting so patiently for your catalogs, and my apologies, friends. They are coming. They're in the mail, and the mail is just slow as molasses. So as soon as these catalogs go live on January 5th, I will post the link so that you will be able to actually go online and look at them. It's not the same. I know it's not the same. It's like the excitement when we were kids and the Sears and the Pennies catalogs would come during Christmas and we would sit down with them and like write our lists out. That's what I do with this. So I know it's not the same seeing it online as having a paper version. And I wanted to do a catalog walkthrough. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that at my normal time because I realized I have an appointment Tuesday morning at 10. So we may have to postpone that and do it on Wednesday because I have 2 back-to-back appointments. And I'm going to do something fun on Tuesday in addition to the new catalogs being live. So let's just hang on there. They should be coming in the mail. It may take another week to get them. And we'll see what happens then if I need to go repurchase all of them again, which I really hate to do. But I know things are just nuts right now and I can't even really track them, which is very frustrating. So what do we have going on, friends? We talked about our countdown. Yesterday, I issued my celebration challenge. This is for all of my stampers. I do a separate one for my team. But during celebration, which is only 2 months, when you hit a certain criteria, you get to enter my after party for absolutely free. Now, I'm not sure what this is going to look like. I'm kind of waiting to see how things play out with COVID and lockdown and all that good stuff, whether it's going to be completely virtual or like an in-person and virtual mix. So the way that you can earn your spot into my after party is by having purchases of $150 or more. That is cumulative during celebration. So ideally that would be 3 $50 orders that would get you free products anyway. So as long as during celebration, January and February, your orders total $150, you get an invitation. If you host an event that is $300, so either your own personal order, perhaps you host a virtual party, which is what I'm doing now because we can't gather together. If you host a virtual party, you gather some friends and you put an order in under your name and it totals $300, you're going to get an invitation to my after party as well. And of course, if you join my team, you're going to get an invitation. And now is one of the best times to take advantage of joining the Movaless Stampers because we have some amazing offers for you. And I'll talk about that in a second. But what I'm having you do, guys, is just mark your calendar for Tuesday. So normally Tuesday Tuesday, the first Tuesday of every month, is Just Cards class. This is normally an in-person class. I do a morning session and an evening session, but it has really been affected by COVID and the fact that my studio is closed. So I thought, you know what? Let's do it online. We're having such a good time hanging out with each other virtually. Let's do it online. So Tuesday at 5:00 p.m., I'm going to come on and have my Just Cards class. So you guys can join me. Oh, you are totally right, Donna. It is a perfect day for stamping. My husband just went out on a bike ride, and I'm like, are you nuts? It's like crappy looking outside, but I don't think it's real cold. So, you know, we could, this rainy drizzle could be ice and sleet, I guess. So, you know, it's not too bad, but I just, you know, I miss the sun in the winter months. So anyway, mark your calendars for Tuesday night, 5:00. It will be live, and I will come on and do my stamping of what we would create at my Just Cards class. And I'm actually going to focus on something that I haven't really given a lot of play to, and that is the prized peony suite. So I'm going to play with that. Even though it's not new, it's in the annual catalog, but that was something I wanted to work with. So we're going to play with that, and then I'm going to have a special offer. So you want to make sure you come back and join me 5:00. Of course, if you can't join live, it's always recorded, so you can catch it anytime. But that's, mark your calendar, Just Cards, Tuesday, January 5th, 5:00 p.m., a live right here. Now, the other thing I have going on is my fantastic team of Moveless ladies. We are getting together and doing a team event, which we have done a couple. We used to do these live as well, and of course, we had to pivot, the magic word of 2020, and we went online, and you guys are loving it. So we're going to do another one. Every time a catalog comes out, my team is going to hook up together and bring you a fun virtual event. So this is a Think Spring event. Let's look forward to flowers and sun and warm weather with the Moveless girls. So this will be held on February 20th, totally virtual. It runs through a Facebook event. And so you will get your invitation to that once you register, and you just hop on just like you're doing right here. And all of my girls will be coming on live and showing you some make and takes. So you will get, I think we have 6 make and take projects. And do I have it? Yes. The Happy Thoughts stamp set. So you are actually going to get this stamp set. You're going to get actually 7 make and takes if you are an early bird register. So we're going to give you a bonus project. Then there's going to be lots of prize patrols. We've got a raffle item to give away that day. We're going to give you a coupon to use on your order. And then I have guest stampers coming in to showcase gorgeous things from that catalog. The beauty of doing it virtual is, of course, we can reach out to you guys who are not local to us, which is awesome. We've met so many fun Stampin' friends through this virtual gig that we can bring our events to you, even though you wouldn't normally be able to join us in real life. The other thing is, of course, we're staying safe by not having large gatherings. And then, of course, you can watch it anytime. So if you're not free on the 20th at 10 o'clock, it's okay. That stuff stays right on that Facebook page, and you can go back and rewatch the video, review it. You're going to get a PDF tutorial so that you can follow along on that. You can look at all the samples that the guest stampers are going to share. You can copy them and save them. So it's awesome to do a virtual event with my team. So again, registration isn't out. These are just save the dates for you guys. February 20th, you're going to get this stamp set. Now, this is open to demonstrators and stampers. So if you're a demonstrator, whether you're in my team or not, you can totally take this class. The only thing is, if you have this stamp set, you would have to sub in something else. So, something of equal value would be fine. So we can talk about that whenever you do your registration. So if you've already got the stamp set, no worries. You don't need 2 of them unless you want to give one to a friend. But you'll get everything else. You'll get into the prize patrols. You'll have the coupon, all that good stuff. But we can definitely sub your stamp set for something that you don't have. All right. What else did I want to share? So I talked really quick about joining during celebration. And it is one of the best times. Of course, our starter kit is always a great deal. It is $99 to join, and it is $125 of product. So, of course, we're automatically giving you $26 absolutely free. And you guys, it is customizable. It means that you can pick out anything you want in your starter kit, which is great. So if you want the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you got it. If you want all cardstock and ink, you got it. If you want new bundles, you got it. So you're going to get all of that for free. All of that for back up. You're going to get $99. You'll get $125 for free, whatever you want. It didn't used to be that way. When I joined, it was way more expensive. And I almost think it was like $200 I think we paid, because I remember it being a significant chunk out of our budget when I had quit my job to stay home and raise my babies. And so my goal was that I was going to teach stamping and sell Stampin' Up until I met what I had spent on my kit. The other thing was it was not customizable. You were allowed to pick like one stamp set and one ink color, and the rest all came. So the fact that we give you whatever you want is fantastic. So then you're also going to get a free paper pumpkin. So that's like a $22 value. Am I adding this up? I should. I don't do math in my head, yo. So $26 automatically for free. Paper pumpkin for free. You also get free shipping on your starter kit. You don't have to pay shipping. So that is $12.50 that you don't have to pay for. You get the business supplies. So of course you're going to get your catalogs, your order forms, anything you need, that's absolutely free. You're going to get that. And this time around, we are giving you 5 packs of Designer Series paper. 5, guys. This is all of the color families right here in the pattern that is not available right now. This is upcoming, so you get it before anyone else. So I have been playing with this one. Let me show you the patterns. So we've got, I like this one more than I like the ones in the catalog now. Is there no more green? Okay, so it's these 2 patterns and these 2 patterns in all 5 color families, right? So you're gonna get regals, neutrals, brights, subtles, and in colors with these patterns. I love them, love them. So you're gonna get all 5 of those packs for absolutely free. Did I add that up? Yes. So that is probably about a $65 value if you would buy them all. So until you got all of that stuff that I mentioned, it's about $125 for free, guys. $125 for free, and you're only paying $99. So I want you guys to think about something. I never want to sound pushy. I don't want to push people to do something that they don't want to do. But what I want you to do is get the best value. Like, my job is to make sure that you're getting the best value out there, and the best value is the starter kit, especially when you see this catalog and your wish list starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So why not take advantage and get the most bang you can for your buck? And the thing that I am not hesitant, the reason why I'm not hesitant to share is because you're not locked into anything. They don't come take your stuff away if you decide you don't want to actually run this as a business. The Stampin' Police never come and take your goodies. So you get them, whether you decide to run a business or you decide to be a happy shopper. But every single time you order, guys, you're getting a 20% discount every single time you order. So a lot of you guys have orders anyway that start to reach upwards about $100, $120, $150. So why not go ahead and just make that starter kit your purchase? Then anything you order after that, you're getting 20% off. And as soon as you hit your first promotion to Bronze Elite, now you get 25% discount. So we always talk about like going to Kohl's. We never ever go to Kohl's unless we've got a coupon, right? So this is just the same. Anytime you order your stamp stuff, you're going to get a 20 to 25% discount. Then, of course, you get me, right? You get me. I am the team leader for the Moveless Stampers. We have a lot of fun. So there's kind of a little door opens to a whole different world when you become a demonstrator and you get to join my team and have some fun. The other thing you get is stuff ahead of time. You get your catalogs early, you get to order early before anyone else can order. So there's lots of little perks along the way. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Just dropping that little information. Just going to put that right here. Just going to set that right here so you guys can see. Here's what you're going to get. 5 packs of free paper plus all those things I talked about. So let's just leave that there because we got some stamping to do. As always, kids, if you have any questions or concerns, you want to talk a little bit more about that, I am here to help you, let me tell you. So what did I do yesterday? I did something super, super fun, and I attended my friend Jeanette's Stampin' Bingo. So sometimes as a demo, like I feel like I do a lot. You know, I'm planning the classes, I'm prepping the classes, and I'm running the show. But sometimes it's fun just to go be a stamper. So she let me come hang out at her bingo event because I'm doing my own bingo event coming up. So I kind of wanted to see like how she does hers, how the Zoom part works, and how she handled the make and takes. And we got to do make and takes. Yes, so here's what we made. We used the press-on stamp set, which there's just a few more days, kids, just a few more days to get the press-on stamp set. It's in the holiday catalog. It will be retiring tomorrow. But I thought, I want to show you what we made before we get stamping. So we did this super cute little card. I know a lot of you guys got the press-on stamp already, so here's some ideas for you. Using Daffodil Delight and Garden Green, 2 colors I would not have put together, thinking, you know, coffee on the brain, and then she used the Artistry Blooms pack of Designer Series paper. So we did that one, and this is my favorite. How simple is this card? So simple, and yet it's just, like, I loved it. And we did Roy G. Biv. You guys know what Roy G. Biv is? So we colored our coffee cups in rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, blue, indigo, violet. I didn't use all of them, but I did do red, orange, yellow, green, and blue. So I thought that one was super cute, packed a little bit of a punch with being quite a simple card. This one was fun with doing lots of cutting, lots of little cutting on here. And then I thought how cute that we put those little hearts there in the center of the cup wrapper. And then we did this one. Again, colors I would not have thought to put together, with magenta, gorgeous grape, and purple posy. So I thought I would share those with you guys because I know a lot of you had already purchased the press-on stamp set. So what do I want to show you today? I want to show you Berry Blessings. And this is the Designer Series paper and the stamp set. So this is a celebration item. This is a level 2, which means $100 level. You get the full pack of Designer Series paper, 12 by 12, and you also get the Berry Blessings stamp set. Now this one and this paper and this stamp set also coordinate with a bundle that is in the big catalog called Sweet Strawberry. So this is a bundle in the catalog that you can purchase. That would get you close to being able to earn this bundle for free. So I'm going to use the punch for sure, and then another day we're going to stamp with the Sweet Strawberry. So I picked out the Berry Blessings today. So let me find all of my goodies here, get some things out of the way. Oh, are you liking it, Susie? It's a fun little set, and I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love playing with it. I have done some really, really cool things. In fact, I think the other week we were on doing I think I did a Facebook Live showcasing some things from the press-on stamp set. So it is definitely a fun little set. So let me figure what all I got here. So I have everything I need. We'll get this out of the way. And here's some goodies. So I've got my Whisper White card base. And we're going to fold that in half. I thought I had my Post-it note. Found it. There you go, in case you guys are following along. Hopefully you can read my writing. So we've got our card base here. Always, I just go with the 5.5 by 8.5. Sometimes I do the 4 1/4 by 11, but that's the standard card size that I like to use. So I've got that as my card base. Then I have, there it is, this piece of designer series paper. And that is 5 1/4 by 2. So I'm just going to attach that to my card base here. Then I've got a piece of white, and this white is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to use my little embossing folder here. And I don't actually, you know what? I need to stamp, so I think I want to stamp first. So let's pull in our mint macaron and do our stamping. So I chose Wishing You the Very Best. So I'm just going to stamp that down here in the corner, and then I can emboss. So that way I don't have to worry about if I get it over the lumps and the bumps. And let's wake up, baby. Wakey, wakey, baby boss. You've got some work to do. Now, I think this is the one that I want. Yep, standard embossing folders. I don't use him all that much, so I just have to make sure that I'm always using the right layer. So there we go. Thank you, sir. I think we're done. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. So glad you are joining us on this gray, dreary day. But as Donna said, it's a perfect stampin' day. Alrighty. So now I'm going to attach that piece to Poppy Parade. That is 4 1/2 by 3. And as I was talking and not paying attention, you will notice that I debossed instead of embossed. Yes, wake up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. All right, so can you see that this is pushed in instead of raised out? So my other card is raised up. This one is raised down, and it is okay. It's not that it's a right or wrong way, it's just a different way. But actually I wasn't really thinking. I was talking to you guys and not paying much attention. And the difference is because I pre-stamped it. So had I not pre-stamped it, it would not matter. But sometimes it's fun to do something a little bit different. So I used the debossed image. Alrighty, so we're going to put that on our card front here with some pop dots. And then I'm going to grab my punch, and I have a little bit of designer series paper, and I am going to punch out a little strawberry. That looks cute on that side too, doesn't it? It's like strawberries on strawberries. But I really was going for this side because that looks like it's the little seeds. Then the other thing that I want to do, this punch has a leaf and a topper and a flower. So I want the topper and the flower. So I'm going to go ahead and punch those out as well. And that is using the mint macaron. And we're going to attach that little strawberry. So what I did, do I have glue dots here? Let me survey. I do. So I'm going to put just a little glue dot here And that'll hold my strawberry topper on my strawberry. I have a lot of glue dots showing. I only need one. So we're just gonna put a little glue dot there, and then there's our little strawberry topper. And then I'll grab another glue dot here and put our little, whoops, this way. Put our little leaf behind. Isn't it cute? And then Pop-Tarts. I just had them. We'll put that on our card with some dimensionals. And that's just gonna go right there. And then I took, so I'm using these 3 ribbons. These are from the Flowers for All Season. They come all 3 in a pack, and we're gonna use all 3 of them for our different cards that we're making today. And I wanted to tie a little bow, but that gingham was just a little bit too thick, so I just cut it in half. And that way it's a little bit smaller, and I can tie myself a bitty bow here to put onto my strawberry. Then we'll get ourselves a little snot dot. So those are, for those of you that might not be familiar with the lingo that goes on in my studio, this was something that my kids coined when they were little for these little glue dots. They always said they were like boogies, and so they called them snot dots. And now it has carried over, so it's not an official term, so please don't call Stampin' Up! And try to order snot dots. They might not know what you're talking about, but I do. All kinds of little terminology we create along the way, right? All right, so I just trimmed that down, and there we go. No, 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 no. Back the truck up. We're not done. We need some bling. Where did I put the bling? All right, so I pulled in some Artistry Blooms sequins. And we've got like a yellow, a pinky, a blue. I'm gonna do, which one's more pink? I have such, let's do this pink here. We've always got to have bling, right guys? Hello friends. I see so many of you popping on. Thanks for joining me on a Sunday. I know it's not always ideal. Oh, I don't have any, woo. That one went flying, but I found it and I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm just going to put some of those little blings up here in the corner. And then we'll just put one right down there. Cute. Love it. And we'll need those. We're going to use them for some other cards too. Because while we got them out, let's play with them. So those are self-adhesive sequins. So there we go. How about that for some fun little quick cute card? So here was the other one that I did. I used the different sequins, and can you guys see where I ran the strawberry? I punched it out of the Poppy Parade cardstock and ran it through an embossing folder and just gave it a little bit of texture there. So there are my 2 different cards I created. All right, let's move on. We got some more fun to be had, right? So this is something that this is something I've always done for myself, but I started doing it especially with my lives. I'm like, I should start doing this for you guys. So when I create cards at home, I make these little Post-it notes and I put them on the back so that whenever if I want to create more of them, I have the dimensions ready to go, so I don't have to get out and measure again. But sometimes the writing is almost illegible unless it's mine. So I started writing a little bit more clearly for you guys so that you can see what the measurements are. So I don't know if that helps you guys along the way when you're creating, that you can make little notes to yourself. So if you want to make more of them, you can. All right, let's play with the blueberries in this stamp set. So we'll fold our card base in half. there's our card base. What's that? Just a little something on the card, not a big deal. Then I've got a piece of Misty Moonlight, 5 1/4 by 4, and then that Berry Delicious, that's what I want to call it. Berry Blessings designer series paper. So that's got the fruits on the one side, and I just chose the plaid. And I made it a little bit of a smaller mat. If you don't like that, you would just make it 5 by 3 3/4. I made it 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So it's just a little bit of the blue shows. But if some people like that and some do not. So you can always make your mat by 1/4 inches instead of 1/8 inches if you decide. So now I grabbed some of that Misty Moonlight twine, and I'm gonna do 2 pieces. We're gonna just tack that around the back. So wiki, put that on there. You're welcome, Francis. I'm glad you guys are enjoying having the measurements. Some of them are just standard, so I don't know that if I always write them down when they're just, standard card bases and that kind of thing. But I know it does help me when I'm designing and creating for classes and live events and such to have those measurements down there. All right, so we can go ahead and put that on our card base now. And look, I'm going to cover up that, I don't know what it is. It's in the paper. It's not a smudge. It's not me messing up, but I can cover you up and no one will ever know. There we go. Excuse me. I might have to get a drink here in a second. So now I'm going to take a circle. This is die cut with the layering circles dies. I kept wanting to say stitched shapes, and it is not stitched shapes. So I also have got an ink pad that has not seen the light of day for quite some time. Oh, maybe not. No, this goes with another. Does this go with another one? I think I want Misty Moonlight. I almost was thinking, yeah. I was thinking we would use Pacific Point, but I'm going to do that with another card. I'm going to do Misty Moonlight for this one. Oh, I'm glad you guys like having the measurements. I'm glad you find that helpful. Makes it so much easier when you go, if you want to recreate these cards. Now, I will tell you that I usually post them over on my VIP page. I've been sharing that with you guys this week. And right here, I'll share it real quick again. Over on Facebook, you can head over to Stamp with Jody B. That is my VIP group. You can head over there and make sure that you join, because then I share still photos of these projects over there. So that way you can always look at them and save them to your computer, or copy them if you need to. So while I'm going to leave that because we need it for our boo-boo-bees. And I have some Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to stamp the little leaves here, and I'm going to grab a piece of scrap. I don't want to have ink all over my silicone mat there. So I'm just going to stamp some green leaves, and then we'll do the filler stamp. I'm going to stamp that off one shade and then fill that in. And then we'll come in a little later and do our blueberries. So I like to do my line image first with the darkest color, because I feel like I can see better than putting the filler in. But that's just how I work it. If you struggle, getting those two-step stamps lined up, I'm going to tell you that the Stamparatus will be your best friend. Grab yourself a Stamparatus. It makes things so much easier. So now I think I'm going to stamp, will they fit blueberries there? And blueberries here. So I did them in the Full Strength Misty Moonlight. Then the centers, I'm going to stamp off one time and then fill them in. They'll be a little bit lighter. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is the first time I've played with this stamp set. Eee, I love it. I love it. I love it. There we go. Boo Boo Bees. So I say that because that's what my niece used to call them when she was little. She always called blueberries Boo Boo Bees. So that has carried over for our whole family. We all call them Boo Boo Bees now. So let's put that little circle on. Well, that didn't work. With pop dots or dimensionals. So that's going to go here. I'm going to do it a little off to the side, not exactly in the middle, because I want to do a bow here. And do I want to do a double layer? Nah, I'm going to do a single layer. So I'm just going to slide this piece under here and we're just going to tie ourselves a little bow. And then you can work those ends. Oh, I covered up my dimensions there. And then just trim it off and there we go. There's another quick little card. Super cute, super fun. All right, everybody still with me? If you're hanging in there, I got some more stuff to show you. I had planned, I think, 4 different cards. So I got lots and lots I want to share with you today. All right, so here's some parts. I did some things ahead of time just to make it a little bit easier. Did I? Oh, I don't know. Yes, I did do dimensions on this one for you guys. Let me find my notes to myself. All righty. So on this one, we've got some rich razzleberry. And we're going to fold that in half. I said blackberry, but that is actually not the color I used. I used razzleberry. But blackberry would totally work. Whatever you have on hand would work just fine. Then I've got a piece of Whisper White and a piece of our Designer Series paper. I believe this one is 2.5 by 4. So it's got red raspberries on one side. So I'm just going to use the other side with the leaves. So I'm just going to attach that over here all along the end. There we go. And this can actually go onto our card base now. I see, Judy. I've been talking about that a little bit this week. I know the catalogs aren't here. They are in mailing. And I don't know where they are yet. It's going to be, the mail system is very, very, very behind. And so we just have to play the waiting game. I know we hate to do that, but that's the only thing we can do right now because I didn't order any catalogs. I had them all direct ship. And so I sent an email about that yesterday. You're going to see a post today on Facebook. So just explaining that a little bit. And please accept my apologies for the fact that these catalogs aren't here. I thought it would be easier with COVID and everything that's going on to just direct ship all the catalogs out to everybody. because then we wouldn't have to worry about running around. If people weren't leaving their homes, we didn't have to worry about it. But that backfired on me, didn't it? So we're all in the same boat. Everybody is all in the same boat. Those catalogs are just taking quite a long time to get here from the other side of the country. So, oh, I did cut that already. So I went ahead and I die cut out earlier. I did the Stitched So Sweetly in Rich Razzleberry. Then I have a piece of the purple raspberries, 2.5 by 3 5/8. So I just put that in there. Then with the Stitched So Sweetly dies, I also cut that shape out, and I'm gonna stamp my sentiment. Let's see, that's upside down. We don't want to do that. So I've got my Rich Razzleberry ink, and I'm just going to stamp that sentiment right there in the center. Now while I have it out, I have a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to do our raspberry stamp. So I'm going to stamp, put you there. I'm going to stamp the outline, full strength. Then there is an inside, and there is something on my stamp. That does not belong there. So I'm going to stamp that off, and then I'm going to fill that in with my little razzleberries. So we will fussy cut that out. And then I also have my punch, and I want to take a little topper here in Pear Pizzazz. All right, so we can do some assembly now. So, I was gonna put that there. Is this what I want? Yeah, I think so. All right, so let's go ahead and put this, we'll do a little adhesive here on the back side and just wrap that ribbon. That's from that trio bundle, Flowers for All Seasons. Got it a little bit tight, I think. And then we'll put some dimensionals on the back side. That must have taken off 2. We don't need 2 on there. We'll use you for something else. There we go. And I did just put a little dimensional right there on that ribbon just so that it didn't come up, whoops, so that it doesn't come off, and it also covers up the fact that I have a little bit of adhesive stuck there. So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do some more dimensionals. This will make the postal people so thrilled. Couple more pop dots on my sentiment. Good morning, Mary Ellen. I'm so glad you're joining us. And Maria's here. Awesome. Love it on a dreary Sunday. Stampin' fun. So now I'm going to take my scissors, my little snips. If y'all don't have snips, you got to get some. They are the best little scissors. I think I have probably 7 pairs of them. I love them, especially for the fussy cutting. So we'll just fussy cut out these little berries, and then we'll put our little topper on, and we'll be rocking and rolling. There we go. So let's stick him. So I want a biddy. Let's get out the biddies. We'll put just a little dimensional right down there. Then I'll put some just at the top here. That'll hold that onto my sentiment. Oh, I put my biddy at the wrong, this is the bottom right here. There we are. Now we're cooking. Oh, that doesn't want to come off. All right, we're getting a new one. If he's not going to play nice, he's leaving. There we go. Now we're cooking. And then I'll get myself a little snot dot here and put that little topper on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. How cute. How cute. So now, bling. Yeah, let's bling it up. So we've got the Artistry Blooms sequins here. And I think that is the color. I'm going to go with that darker color. Put some blings on here. So we'll do, where do I want them? Let's put a big one there. And then little one, little one. There we go. Sweet. Literally, right? I feel like I want to add something else. So I'm going to grab some White Baker's Twine. White Baker's Twine is back, you guys. I have missed this stuff. Oh my goodness, did I love our White Baker's Twine. And it is back. It comes in a 2-pack of white and pink. And it is coordinated with our little snail mail bundle that you guys will see when that catalog goes live. So I'm just going to take a little teeny tiny little baby bow and a glue dot. And we're going to put that, you kind of have to roll it in just a little bit because it's a little bigger when you make these little teeny bows. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. There we go. Sweet. Super cute. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. Donna is asking if I normally put extra postage when using bling. I do not. So my rule of thumb when sending it through is I use my paper trimmer. I also have from the post office, there is a little cardboard thing that they slide your card through to see if it fits. It's really supposed to be 1/4 of an inch. If it's thicker than 1/4 of an inch, it may require extra postage. Normally the blings don't really cause a problem, but big bows, buttons, large, extra large blings, sometimes they will cause a problem. But I use let me grab it. So this is my paper trimmer. So when I pull the arm up, there's a little slot right here. And if you can slide it through that little slot, then it shouldn't require extra postage. The other thing that you can do is when you put it in your card, sometimes some of you guys fold them backwards like this and send them so that the little blings don't bust through the envelope. So some of you guys fold them this way, and sometimes people will put an extra piece of cardstock right across, like lay a 1/4 sheet of cardstock across here and throw that into the envelope just so that the blings are protected. And sometimes when they go through that machine, they actually rip the envelope, and that's what creates some problems. So anyway, so my post office actually gave me the little cardboard slider, and so I can slide this through, and I know whether or not it would cost extra postage. But the rule of thumb generally is 1/4 of an inch. So hopefully that helps you. All right. We're going to keep on moving because I got some more to show you. I've got 2 more cards. This is like a marathon today, guys. Hopefully you're hanging in there and enjoying Sunday morning stamping. All right. This is a very, very quick card. This is the one that I pulled out the Pacific Point, and that is one that I have not used that color for a really, really long time. So I've got Pacific Point 8.5 by 5.5, fold in half. That's our card base. Then I've got my Whisper White, and that is 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment in Pacific Point ink, and he has not been open for a while, so let's see if he's juicy or not. I have no idea. Oh, he's perfect. What a yummy blue color. I'm sorry I haven't played with you for such a long time, buddy. All right, so now I have two pieces. This is the same designer series paper. I just cut an inch off of one edge. So this is 5 1/4 by 2, 5 1/4 by 1. So let's attach that to our card base. And we might have a little bit of overlap here, which is not a problem at all because we're going to run some ribbon across that. And we're still using that trio pack. Did I get that? Am I that crooked? Holy moly. Are you going to come off there, sir? Let me ask you nicely. I can't have that. Holy cow. My eyeballs must not be working today. Let's ask it nicely if it will come off so that I can straighten it out. Maybe I cut it crooked, huh? So see, sometimes I have big boo-boos too, but we can always fix it. There we go. That's a little better. That looks way too slopey. All right, now we'll put you on. There we go. So I'm going to grab that white and we're just going to wrap that right around the seam. So a little adhesive on the back side. And we're going to use the little flower from that berry punch that I showed you. Has a cute little flower, like the little flowers that come when strawberries bloom. And I think it's just super sweet. So we're going to use that. So we'll put this on our card base here. There we go. Make sure it really sticks since I ripped it off. I've got a little tiny stitched circle die, so we'll add that with some dimension. And I did some of this ahead of time. Oh my goodness, we're having an avalanche here on the craft table. I'm gonna have to get myself a bigger table for my little studio here. All right, so we're just gonna add that here. Then I'm gonna find a piece of white and punch out that little flower, that cutie little flower right there. And I'm gonna put that on with a glue dot. Grab my little snot dot here. And that's gonna go, you know what I'm gonna do? Wonder if it'll work. Did I get a glue dot on the back? I did. All right, well, we're gonna try it anyway. So ideally you would do this before you put your glue dot on. Is you're gonna take your stylus tip for your picker tool. So, and there's a big fat end and a little skinny end. So I'm going to put that on and I'm going to put that right down in the center. So see how it just creased the little flower ends? Isn't that cute? Now let's see if it'll come off. Yes, sweet. So you need something soft. You need your little Stampin' Pierce mat. And, oh, you guys are saying turning your cards inside out is genius. Yeah, I got a lot of Christmas cards like that from you guys. They're flipped inside out, so the insides are protected, and it works out just fine. So I've got a piece of Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to punch out a topper, but I'm going to cut it off, or cut it in half, and I'm going to stick, yep, sorry guys, this is not prepared. These all are in my head, so I'm kind of doing them as I'm stamping. So a little glue dot right on there, and I'm just going to stick that underneath there so that makes them little flowers. Oh my goodness, so cute, right? And let's find our sequins here, and we're going to put a big bling right here in the center. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I'm loving it. And let's add a bow, yeah? Let's add a bow to the side. You can always do knots. Sometimes as we're talking about the mailing, sometimes the bows can create the issue because they get a little bit too thick. The other thing I'll tell you, I covered up your notes, and oh my gosh, they're sliding everywhere. There is a difference in post offices. I don't know if you guys find that as well, but I can go to one post office and they will be like, sorry, this is extra postage. And then I go to the other and they're like, what are you talking about? It's fine. So sometimes I don't know why that is, but sometimes you can try a different post office if they're telling you that it's going to create extra postage for you. All right, so let's see if I can work this bow the way that I want it to. It doesn't seem to be going my way today. So let me try again. Lefties sometimes have a harder time tying bows. There we are. And I'm just gonna kind of work those edges, bend them to my will, make them do what I want. There we go. And then I can just trim my little edges off here. Ta-da! There we are. All right, I got one more, friends. One more, since you hung in there for so long. And this is another color I haven't played with, Poppy Parade. So we've got our Poppy Parade card base, and I don't think I wrote dimensions to this because really this is all it is. Poppy Parade card base, 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, fold in half, and then I've got a piece of Whisper White, 5 1/4 by 4. Those are our standard sizes, right? Then what I did was I found some of our Designer Series paper, and I punched out 2 1/4 punch, 1 1/2 punch out of that Berry Blessings designer paper. Then I need to clean this one. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp with Poppy Parade ink. And on my stitched circle. Oh, that's a little dry. You know, I'm going to leave it that way. I don't want to mess it up anymore. So we'll re-ink you when we're done here. So it kind of looks a little ombre almost. So the next step, I can go ahead and attach this. I feel like I wanted to emboss this piece, but I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it just be some simple stamping today. There we go. Then I'm gonna do this one flat. So I've got that right like this. Then I'm gonna do dimensionals on this one. Oh, I'm so glad, Carol. It is fun for me too. I'm glad you guys come and hang out with me, all my phone friends. I feel like I'm not in my studio by myself all the time. And then I'm just gonna do my little sentiment there. So now I could add a strawberry. That would be cute too. But I'm gonna do 2 of those little flowers again. So let's punch out 2 in Poppy Parade. and another, I've got that other half when I cut that little thing in half. So I'm going to use that again. And let's do the same thing. Let's make them dimensional. So we'll just poke them in the center. Just punch them right in the center. Boom, boom. I love that. And I do think we're going to do pop dots on those guys. I feel like I'm creating on the fly here because I didn't have these planned ahead of time. So let's stick a little guy right here and another little guy down at the bottom like that. And what did I do? There you are. I'll get a glue dot, put a little snot dot on there, and I'm going to stick that right underneath. I should have done that first, but it's okay, it's working. All right, I want to, let's run my bone folder across there. That card wants to keep popping open. So while we've got it, let's bling it, right? Since we've got the sequins, let's put some on. So I'm going to use the darker pink. I think that's going to show up best. Yeah, I like it. Ah, cute. All righty, there we go, guys. Sweet. Oh, you all are saying you've enjoyed this so much. So here's our cards. We've had 5 today. Holy cow. 5 cards we created today using that paper and that stamp set. And I'm so glad you guys joined me for some Sunday fun. There we go. Awesome. And if you could just see the mess I've created, it's great. So we are at 2 days, right? 2 days until that catalog goes live. And so I'm going to be back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Monday morning. That is January 4th for our final countdown day. And we'll see what kind of fun I can create today so that I can show you guys some fun stuff tomorrow. So come on back. And like I said, on Tuesday morning, I won't be on live because I actually have 3 different appointments going on. But mark your calendar for 5 o'clock Tuesday night. I'm going to come on live and I'm going to do my Just Cards class virtually. And I have a special offer that goes along with that class. Of course, the catalogs will be live, so you'll be able to order from them. And we'll do a little catalog walkthrough then on Wednesday for What's Up Wednesday. I'll show you the inside of the catalog. So we've got 3 more days of stamping, guys. We're going to be live 3 more days. So thanks so much for joining me. You guys have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.